Wait, this was taken inside a subway station. That's the usual reaction when people see my viral photo from Seoul. Let me ask you something. Would you expect your most Instagrammable photo in Korea to come from a place where trains arrive every 2 minutes? Here's your challenge today. Find one subway station in your country where the lighting, symmetry, and background color are so perfect that the photo doesn't even look real. Hard, right? But in Seoul these spots are everywhere, and most tourists walk right past them. In this video, we'll uncover the most hidden, mind-blowing subway photo spots in Seoul, the kind locals gatekeep, and influencers pretend to accidentally discover. We'll show you where they are, what time to go, how to frame it, and even which train not to take if you don't want crowds. So before we go up Namsan or to Han River, we're going underground to take over TikTok and Instagram in 2025. One of the best spots? Seoul Station Line 1 Blue Tunnel Frame Zone. It's known as the Blue Window. Framed glass, cool tone tiles, and perfect symmetry. If you shoot from the opposite platform while a train rushes by behind you, boom, motion blur, depth, lighting, it looks cinematic, no filter needed. Another, Hongdae Station Exit 3 not Exit 9. Everyone rushes to Exit 9. But the true frame magic is hidden in Exit 3's stairwell, with neon edge lighting and silver walls. Nobody photobombs you there. Oh, hand if this is already making you say whoa, I had no idea. Then pause for just 1 second. Hit like, subscribe, and tap that bell. We're just getting warmed up. Still with me? Because in part 2, we'll dive into timing tricks, outfit contrasts, and how even subway ads are turning into TikTok backgrounds in 2025. And hey, if you have a friend coming to Korea this year, send them this video. They'll thank you when their photo hits 10k likes. You might think, a cafe is a cafe, right? But step into a zero-waste cafe in Korea, and it's a whole new universe. No plastic straws, no disposable cups, even the trash bin is labeled compost only. And then you notice the shelves, reusable tumblers for rent, metal straws for sale, and desserts with plant-based labels. Suddenly, you realize this place is doing more than serving coffee. It's changing how people think. So why are zero-waste cafes exploding in popularity in Korea, especially among young people in 2025? Well, here's what's wild. According to a 2025 report by the Ministry of Environment, over 42% of Korean Gen Z and millennials choose a cafe based on its sustainability efforts. They're not just looking for good vibes or good coffee. They're looking for values. If this is surprising so far, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're only getting started with what's happening inside these cafes. Now here's the twist. Some of these zero-waste cafes don't even offer takeout. That's right, you either sit and drink or bring your own mug. At first, it sounds inconvenient, but for the people who keep coming back, that inconvenience is exactly the point. It slows you down. It makes you pause. And in a country known for fast everything, that pause has become refreshing. Think about it, Korea is famous for delivery culture, speed, and hyper-efficiency. But now, people are finding peace in slowness, and they're doing it over oat milk lattes and reusable mugs. This isn't just about the planet. It's about reclaiming time, intention, and community. And that's why, in 2025, these cafes aren't a trend. They're becoming a movement. In part 3, we'll take you inside one of Seoul's most iconic zero-waste cafes, and show you how every part of the experience is designed to make an impact, from the furniture to the way they wash dishes. So if you're curious what a truly sustainable cafe feels like, a no just looks like a, don't miss what's next. You might think a zero-waste cafe is just a place with reusable straws and bamboo forks. But in Korea, it's an entire lifestyle. When you step into one of these cafes, it's not just about sipping coffee. It's about being part of a growing cultural shift. And the experience? It goes way beyond just eco-friendly. Most people walk in expecting to feel like they're in a lecture on sustainability. Instead, they're welcomed into a space that's calm, minimalist, and deeply intentional. No plastic signs, no extra napkins, no sugar packets or plastic stirrers. Even the light bulbs are LED. Even the playlists are lo-fi eco-jazz. And yes, that's a thing. So what exactly do you get when you visit a Korean zero-waste cafe in 2025? Reusable utensils, yes. Even the straws. Upcycled furniture made from wood scraps or old school desks. Menus that feature local, organic ingredients. Vegan and plant-based desserts. Oat milk is the default now. Some places offer discounts if you bring your own container or tumbler. Compost bins near the counter, and a guide on how to sort. But here's what no one expects: zero-waste cafes are actually beautiful. Think raw concrete walls, big windows, hanging plants, and handwritten menus. They're Instagram-worthy, but not in a forced way. More like you're in a design magazine that cares about the planet. And surprisingly, a lot of these cafes don't advertise themselves heavily. They're discovered quietly in social media by word of mouth, or by locals who share it in niche eco-communities. That's the charm. You feel like you've uncovered a hidden gem that also helps the earth. And here's the real twist. Some of the trendiest cafes in Seoul right now, they don't even use the term zero waste. They just live it quietly, authentically. They don't guilt you into buying sustainably. They simply make it beautiful and convenient, so that choosing the eco option feels obvious. Coming up in part 4, we'll explore specific locations, what to expect when you visit, and how even tourists can support the movement without speaking a word of Korean. Like what you're hearing? Tap, like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who cares about the environment. TripZoom's going deeper on ethical latte at a time. It's a sunny weekend in Seoul, but instead of trendy brunch spots or flashy dessert cafes, a new crowd mostly in their 20s and 30s lining up at a place with no disposable cups, no plastic lids, no napkin dispensers, and yet it's packed. Why? Because this is one of Seoul's most viral zero-waste cafes, and people aren't coming just for the coffee. They're coming to feel something more guilt-free consumption. At first glance, the vibe is familiar: wooden interiors, soft lighting, indie playlists, but then you notice, no plastic straws, no paper sleeves, even the to-go orders? You bring your own cup or rent one, and if you forget, you pay a small waste tax. Sounds strict? Maybe, but here's what's fascinating. People love it. Let's talk about Café Earthis in Mangwon. They serve specialty oat lattes in hand-washed ceramic cups. No trash bin in sight. You even get $500 off if you bring your own tumbler. And people do. Why? Because in 2025, sustainability isn't a nice bonus. It's a badge of identity, especially among Gen Z and millennials. This isn't just about being eco-conscious. It's about belonging to a community of mindful consumers. People share their cafe visits on TikTok not for the latte art, but for the reusables, the behind-the-scenes dishwashing station, even the zero-waste bathrooms. It's aesthetic meets activism, and that makes it shareable. Ever wonder why these cafes are always full, even with stricter rules and less convenience? Because in a world full of throwaway culture, choosing a place that asks more of you, ironically makes you feel more valued. If this surprised you, there's more you haven't seen yet. Hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because in part 5, we'll show you the cafe that went completely digital: no receipts, no menus, no cash, zero waste, maximum efficiency. And remember, send this to a friend who's into sustainability. It'll make their next trip to Korea unforgettable. You came for the coffee, but you stayed for the purpose. After exploring Seoul's most Instagrammable eco-cafes, a deeper question lingers. Are zero-waste cafes just trendy spots, or are they changing the way we travel, live, and consume? In 2025, it's no longer enough to visit like a local. Now, travelers want to respect the local culture and protect the environment while they do it. And that's exactly what these cafes encourage. They don't just offer eco-friendly straws or reusable cups. They make you think, why do we still throw away so much? Why not rent tumblers? Why not offer discounts for bringing our own? Many of these cafes even share their composting processes, sell upcycled goods, or run workshops where you can make your own beeswax wraps or zero-waste soap. And here's the twist: most of them are small local businesses, not big chains. When you buy a drink here, you're supporting someone who genuinely cares not just about sales, but about sustainability. If you're traveling to Korea in 2025, this is the new question. Are you just consuming? Or are you choosing to consume better? And if this video helped you discover a side of Korea you didn't expect, send it to a friend who needs eco-inspo for their next trip. Because yes, these could change how they travel. 2. Like, subscribe, and follow TripZoom for more content that's good for your soul and the planet.